Happy morning, student. Last point of the chapter, electric current through conductor is cells in series and cells in parallel. In previous video, we have seen what do you mean by the cells and battery. A cell is an electrical device which maintain the potential difference between the two electrodes due to the chemical reaction. And if the number of cells are connected in series or parallel, then that group of collection of cells is called as battery. Okay, let us see cells in series. Cells in series means number of cells are connected one after the another in the form of a chain like this. See this. This is first cell, this is the second cell, this is the third cell. Okay, then EMF of that this cell is E1 is equal to the 1.5 volt. This is E2, it is again same 1.5 volt. This is E3, it is again the 1.5 volt. Then what is the terminal voltage of this cell or battery? The terminal voltage of this battery is equal to the sum of all the voltages, of course individual voltages, which are connected in series. Therefore, total voltage is equal to the 1.5 plus 1.5 plus 1.5 is equal to the 4.5 volt. This is the terminal voltage of the series combination. Okay. Therefore, when the number of cells are connected one after the another, means positive terminal of the first cell is connected to the negative terminal of the second cell, and so on, this combination is called as a cells in series. Okay. And therefore, total voltage is becomes sum of individual voltage which are connected in series. Therefore, it becomes the 4.5 volt. Okay. And this can be written as V is equal to the summation of EI minus I into summation of RI. If the number of cells are connected in series, then V is given by this equation. Okay. Then what is the advantages of cells in series? Cells in series, this combination is used to increase the value of voltage. By the voltage काय झालेला आहे, increase झालेला आहे. आणि मग जसं तुमच्या सर्किटची रिक्वायरमेंट्स असेल, प्रोजेक्टची रिक्वायरमेंट्स असेल, तर त्यावेळेस जर व्होल्टेज तुम्हाला लार्ज लागत असेल तर बॅटरीज किंवा सेल्स तुम्ही कशा जोडल्या पाहिजे, तर त्या सिरीज मध्ये जोडल्या पाहिजे. ओके. अँड द सेल्स which can be damaged can be identified easily and can be replaced again. This is the second advantages. एखादा जर सेल डॅमेज झाला असेल तर तो तुम्ही इझिली काय करू शकतात, आयडेंटिफाय करू शकतात आणि त्या जागी दुसरा सेल हा रिप्लेस करू शकतात. This is the advantages of cells in series. Okay. Then second one is cells in parallel. Cells in parallel means number of the cells are connected between the two common points, then that combination is called as a cells in parallel. Means positive terminal of each cell is connected to the one common point and negative terminal of each cell is connected to the one common point, then that combination is called as a parallel combination. See this, like say this is E1, this is E2, okay. Then say this is point B1, voltage at point B1 is VB1, this is point B2, voltage at point B2 is VB2, current flowing through this is I, then this is the junction point. At this the current is divided, therefore current flowing through the E1 is I1, current flowing through the E2 is I2, and total current is of course I is equal to the I1 plus I2. Say this is equation number 1. This is called as a parallel combination. This is the positive terminal, this is the negative terminal. Okay. Positive terminal is connected to the one common point, and negative terminal of the each cell is connected to the another common point. This combination is called as a cells in parallel. Then for first cells, the potential difference across it can be written as V is equal to the VB1 minus VB2. Therefore, V is equal to the E1 minus I1 R1. Therefore, V, let us find out the value of I1. Therefore, I1 R1 is equal to the E1 minus V. Therefore, I1 is equal to the E1 minus V upon R1. Say this is equation number 2. The current flowing through the cell E1 is the value of I1 is equal to the E1 minus V upon R1. Now similarly, for the second cell, the potential difference across its terminal is, because B1 and B2 are connected exactly similarly to the second cell also, and therefore we can find out the value of V is equal to the VB1 minus VB2, and which is equal to the V is equal to the E2 minus I2 R2. Okay. Therefore, I2 R2 is equal to the V E2 minus V. Therefore, I2 is equal to the E2 minus V upon R2, say second equation. Okay. Now, I is equal to the I1 plus I2. Okay. Say this is equation number A म्हटलं तरी चालेल. Put this substitution, then we get the total current I is equal to the I1 E1 minus V upon R1 plus E2 minus V upon R2. Therefore, I is equal to the E1 upon R1 minus V upon R1 plus E2 upon R2 minus V upon R2. Okay. Therefore, I is equal to the E1 upon R1 plus E2 upon R2 minus V is common. In first bracket we get this value, V is common, 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2. This is the value of I. Then take this term here, then what we get, see this. V 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 is equal to the E1 upon R1 plus E2 upon R2 minus I. Okay, therefore V, this is R1 plus R2 upon R1 R2 is equal to the E1 R2 plus E2 R1 upon R1 R2 minus I. Okay, therefore V is equal to the E1 R2 plus E2 R1 upon R1 R2 into R1 R2 upon R1 plus R2. Understood? E1 R2 plus E2 R1 upon R1 R2 into R1 R2. V is equal to, okay, upon R1 plus R2 minus I into R1 R2 upon R1 plus R2. Okay, therefore this get cancelled. V is equal to the E1 R2 plus E2 R1 upon R1 plus R2 minus I R1 R2 upon R1 plus R2. You get these equations. Okay, and if we replace the cells by single cell, here we consider the two cells. If there is only one single cell, then it can be written as V is equal to the E equivalent. Equivalent means total EMF, E equivalent minus I into R equivalent. R means internal resistance. Total internal resistance is the R equivalent and total EMF is equal to the E equivalent. Therefore, equation becomes V is equal to the E equivalent minus R equivalent. Okay. Therefore, what is the value of E equivalent? E equivalent is equal to the E1 R2 plus E2 R1 upon R1 plus R2. Okay, what is the value of R equivalent? R equivalent is equal to R1 R2 upon R1 plus R2. This is the value of E equivalent from this equation. I as it is. What is the value of R equivalent? R equivalent is equal to the R1 R2 upon R1 plus R2. That is, we can write down the 1 upon R equivalent is equal to the 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon E equivalent upon R equivalent. E equivalent means total EMF, resultant EMF. R equivalent means total internal resistance or resultant internal resistance is equal to the E1 upon R1 plus E2 upon R2. This is the value of E equivalent upon R equivalent. And if the number of cells are connected in parallel, then what is the value of R equivalent? 1 upon R equivalent is equal to the 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 up to the 1 upon Rn. And what is the ratio? E equivalent upon R equivalent. E equivalent upon R equivalent is equal to E1 upon R1 plus E2 upon R2 dash dash 1 upon En upon Rn. This is all about the cells in parallel. Okay? These equations are given in your book. Okay? And these equations is given directly. Okay? त्याच्यामुळं तुम्ही काय करायचं तो व्हिडिओ क्लिअरली पाहत चालायचं आहे आणि त्या व्हिडिओमध्ये जसं आपण घेतलेलं आहे, कशी डायरेक्ट स्टेप्स काही काही घेतलेल्या आहेत टेक्स्टबुकमध्ये, त्या तुमच्या व्हिडिओ पाहिल्यानंतर काय होणार आहे, लक्षात येणार आहे. ओके, अँड लेट अस सी वन मोर प्रॉब्लेम्स रिलेटेड टू दिस. Example is given on blackboard. This example is on page number 219 in your textbook. Give reason or short answers. Under that heading, the first example is given. Okay, then in a given circuit diagram, R1 and R2 are connected in series. This is resistor of resistance 8 ohm. This is the resistor of resistance 6 ohm. They are connected in series, and across this 5-volt battery supply is connected. Okay, then as the battery is connected through this resistance, current is flowing through the circuit. That current is the I. This is the circuit diagram. Now, calculate the PD across the 8 ohm resistors. We have to calculate the PD across 8 ohm resistance. Say it is V1. PD across the 8 ohm resistance is V1. PD across the R2 or 6 ohm resistance is the V2. Therefore, we have to calculate solution. A. In this A, we have to calculate the V1, PD across the 8 ohm resistance. According to the Ohm's law, V1 is equal to the I into R1. Okay, same current R1 and R2 madna flow होणार आहे. Therefore, I will be same. Okay, and put the value of R1. First, we have to find the value of I. I is equal to what? I is equal to, yes, I is equal to V upon R. I is equal to the V upon R. Then, what is the value of this V? V is given here 5. What is R? R means equivalent resistance. Equivalent resistance means here R is equal to the R1 plus R2, and which is equal to the 8 plus 6. 8 plus 6 is the 14. Therefore, we get here 5 upon 14, which is in ampere. Okay? 5 upon 14 ampere. Then you calculate the V1. V1 is equal to the I. I ची value 5 upon 14 into R1. R1 is 8. Therefore, V1 is equal to 5 into 8 is 40. 40 upon 14. Therefore, V1 is equal to the S. First is 2 point. Next is 8. Okay. Then next is the 6 volt. This is the value of V1, means potential difference across the 8 ohm resistor. Okay, means we get the solution of A. Now B, a third resistor is now connected in parallel with 6 ohm resistor. काय म्हटलंय? A third resistor is now connected in parallel with 6 ohm resistors. This is the third resistor which are connected in parallel with a 6 ohm resistor. Will the PD across the 8 ohm resistors, the larger or smaller or the same as before? म्हणजे 6 ओहम रेझिस्टरच्या पॅरलल मध्ये एक रेझिस्टर जोडलेला आहे आणि आपल्याला विचारलेला आहे की 8 ओहमच्या रेझिस्टरच्या अक्रॉस जे काही पोटेन्शियल आहे की जस्ट वी हॅव फाइंड आउट दॅट पोटेन्शियल V1 is equal to the 2.86 volt whether it is increases or decreases or remains same. तुम्हाला काय वाटतंय? सी दिस. आता इथं काय झालेलं आहे, R2च्या अक्रॉस पॅरलल मध्ये वन रेझिस्टर जोडलेला आहे. देअरफॉर रेझिस्टन्स व्हॅल्यू ऑफ दॅट रेझिस्टन्स डिक्रीजेस. पॅरलल मध्ये जोडल्यामुळे व्हॅल्यू काय झालेली, रेझिस्टन्सची डिक्रीज झालेली आहे. ओके, मग टोटल जी काही व्हॅल्यू आहे रेझिस्टन्स ऑफ द सर्किट इट ऑल्सो डिक्रीजेस. ॲज द टोटल रेझिस्टन्स डिक्रीजेस, व्हॉट अबाउट करंट? दिस व्हॅल्यू ऑफ करंट इन्क्रीजेस. ओके, व्हॅल्यू ऑफ करंट इन्क्रीजेस. आर ची व्हॅल्यू काय होते, डिक्रीज होते. देअरफॉर आय इन्क्रीजेस according to the Ohm's law. As the current through the system increases, the value of potential across the 8 ohm resistor also increases. As the I increases, V1 म्हणूया आपण की जे पहिलं पोटेन्शियल होतं 2.86 ते आता 2.86 न राहता the new PD will be greater than the previous one. Therefore, V1 will increase as compared to the PD. V1 will increases or will be greater than as the previous one. ओके, म्हणजे V1 पहिल्यांदा किती होतं, 2.86 होतं. आता ते मात्र हा रेझिस्टर पॅरलल मध्ये टाकल्यामुळं काय होणार आहे, पीडी हे इन्क्रीज होणार आहे. बिकॉज ॲज द current through the system increases, V1 also increases according to the Ohm's law. Okay, therefore this is the reason behind this B part. Okay, let us stop here.